Oh. Are we going? I think we are. Alright, what's up guys? Super Miles Yo here for my 2th episode of Tears of the Kingdom Grandmaster Mode. Now, yesterday we streamed and it got cut a little short. I meant to go for maybe 2.5, 3 hours, and I ended up cutting it after 1 hour because I was having some just unrelenting internet issues, which hopefully will not happen again. I think it was just a bad luck. Sometimes my Wi-Fi is spotty and it usually goes away in like half an hour, but I didn't want to risk it, so, and it's probably for the best because we're starting a lot earlier tonight. We'll have some good time on our hands. We should easily be able to get off the Sky Islands. But let's go ahead and get into it. You're hearing some chatter outside, and I'm sorry about that. We're going to go ahead and continue. We were in the Inisa Shrine. Look at all those saves, bro. So, I guess you can load a save in a shrine, which is interesting. Oh my god, look at that loading time. That was like, I'm not even ready for this. Alright, the ability to combine. Now, where were we? I was kind of in mid-conversation with myself, of course, yesterday as well, when I was talking about Skitty Bitty's video. I figure we can launch right into that again, but oh man, let me just marvel for a second at the crispness of this rock. I think we need to set up a little game where you all take a shot every time I say crisp. I'm sorry, but it's just so good. So I love how when you take it out, the boulder just about quintuples in size. That's interesting. What topic exactly was I talking about when we left it off? I think I was talking about like the design philosophy of the depths. And, you know, I feel like I said about the main thing I wanted to say, which is kind of just that they took a completely different design philosophy. And here we go. We got some fire fruits for the first time. And a bow and an arrow just sticking out right there. And it looks like Kate has joined. Wow, Tears of the Kingdom. Very original. So they want us to, I believe, fuse to our arrow. Let's go ahead and do that. It's all coming back to me right now. These controls, it's going to take a minute to get used to, but I reckon we'll get there before we know it. Oh, I love that. And there we go, small key. And so yeah, depths, I accept that criticism as well. I personally liked it. And the good thing about it is, like, there's only a few instances where you really need to go down there. Like, if you're going to do the main story, there's 2 dungeons down there. And, like, you need auto build, you got to go down there. There's a couple other reasons, but you don't have to. And I understand from a completionist perspective, because I am one myself, you want everything to be worthwhile. But even that, I found it fun to get all the light roots. I really did. Like, it was grueling, but that's kind of part of the fun. And oh boy, we have, I think, what's a level 3 construct. Right? So we're going to just burn him right up. Because why not? It seems like that's what the game wants. Look at that health. It's just draining right down. And it's going to actually, this game is going to feel like a cakewalk, I think. I don't think that was a level 3. I think that was probably a level 1, captain. Level 1 captain. Not even close to what I thought. Let's go and ditch a branch here. But now we've immediately made all of these weapons a lot more useful, because we can fuse like this, and now we have a rock hammer. Now let's go ahead, since we have so many rocks here, might as well make some more. What do we got up here? Hey Miles, what's your least favorite Zelda game? Okay, well, I'll talk about that in a sec. We got a long stick, so I don't really want a rusty claymore, to be honest with you. What's going on here? What is that? Oh, I don't even remember noticing that my first time. We got a spiky spear. That's cool. Let's pull out the rock hammer again. So yeah, I liked it. And if you ever need a break from that, alright, shrine's over. Easy. You just go to the sky, you go to the surface, you know? It's like, you don't have to stay in the depths forever. It's kind of meant to just dip in there for a little bit, get a light root or two, then come back. And yeah, if you want to get all the light roots, you know, you're in for a treat, or kill all the frogs down there. But I love, like, I feel like they just had to do that because the final stuff where you go down there and fight Ganon, which we're going to get to, Ganondorf, is like just the feeling of going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper where nothing can help you is viscerally awesome. Okay, so that's my take on the depths. And guys, I don't know if I mentioned this last time, but I came because there's something I failed to give you. It's all right, buddy. Well, thanks. That's kind of important. We got our little batteries. Energizer. And there we go. Stream's going good so far. Let's hope it stays that way. He has associates that can show me how to use it. That's alright. I already know, but thank you. Yoink. Danger, danger. Oh, I love that little riff there. Let's just take it in for a sec. Never mind. This guy's gonna ruin our moment. You're dead. Look, I love how they scatter like that. It's so cool. Beautiful, beautiful area. And, you know, just for the heck of it, we'll make a rock shield. Walking around with 2 rocks. Yeah, so I guess what I was saying is that I am becoming more and more certain that I'm going to make this video as sort of a response to Skitty's video, I Hate Tears of the Kingdom. And it's going to be called, you guessed it, I Love Tears of the Kingdom. And it's not going to be attempting to, like, pick apart their video or anything like that. Just really as an homage, because I'm seeing so many people online talk about how they didn't like this game. It was underwhelming. It's a bad game. Like, honestly, it's so weird. But it feels like in an online space, saying that this is a really good game is like a controversial statement right now, which blows my mind because there was nothing but praise when this game first came out. Nothing but praise. And I understand, okay, oh yes, that's so convenient. I forgot they let you toss it right on the fly. I understand maybe there was some like people like hiding in the shadows who always hated the game that like were just too afraid to say something. And now they're front and center, or maybe people genuinely their opinions soured over time. Both are possible and valid, but like I will not accept this idea that this game is just objectively bad. And like, oh, it's fine if you enjoy it, but like let's just all accept that it's a bad game. Absolutely not. I can't do that. I respect people's opinions, but I'm not gonna abide by that mentality. No, 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 no. And here's our first cooking pot, guys. So yeah, that's my thing. So I'm gonna make that video because I just feel more motivated than ever to just explain in depth more. I did somewhat in my top Zelda games video, where Tears of the Kingdom is number 1, of course. Oh, that's so fast. Look at how snappy that is. Boom. That was a lot of hearts, by the way. We're just gonna cook up some stuff. Make a video called I Haven't Played Tears of the Kingdom and just make it all about Breath of the Wild. Or just like Mario Odyssey or something, where the title is completely unrelated. I haven't played Tears of the Kingdom, and then it's a video on like how to change your tire. It's a good idea, Kate. Thank you for that. But no, I will not do that. You can do that. That could be a good new angle for your channel. Oh, that's also a stamina thing. Forgot. Stam bulb. Stam onion. That was pathetic. So little stamina. Okay. But, oh, looks like we got our first cave here. That's another thing, the caves. My God, how many ways can I say that this game is good? I love the caves. They're so brilliant. I love the waterworks. I love everything in this game. Not everything. But yeah, we're gonna get to that. I feel like I can just, for now, I'll pivot to something else. But just rest assured that I'm currently like cooking up a script, and here's our first bubble frog. I remember how much I freaked out when I first encountered this thing. It's another thing that based on the art book, I thought it was a lot bigger, like because all you could see is just a picture of it like against a screen or against the blank page, and there was no reference point to how big it was. So I was imagining like a giant like frog, you know. But and then when I saw this, I was like, oh, I wonder where the big one is. But no, that is just the actual thing, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I'm cooking up a script, sort of, or right now, sort of, I'm just organizing my thoughts and the different angles that I'm going to take for, like, how I'm going to articulate why I love this game so much. So, maybe I can get that out in the next month or so. We'll see. I mean, I'm going to be pretty busy, and especially when Bonanza comes out, but I'm going to try and really get to it, you know? Get some bright bloom seeds here, which I believe I can throw. What's the throw button? Oh my gosh. I totally forgot. Oh, it's just that. Okay, I remember. Yeah, let's throw one just so I can show y'all what it does. What the heck? How am I forgetting how to do stuff? Oh my word. Oh, that's it. You just press the throw button first. Okay, there we go. And that's not really that good. Okay, Kate. Kate has asked me what is my least favorite Zelda game. And that's just a question that I don't really like, because that implies that I don't like a Zelda game. And I've really thoroughly... There we go. There's our Archak tunic. Let's put that on. Look at that. That implies that, like, there's a Zelda game I don't like, which is not really true. And I'm not even going to talk to these guys, because I know what's up. Oh, I need to turn on voice notes, don't I? Sorry, guys. Totally forgot. But, it's a tricky thing because, to be honest with you, every Zelda game that I've played, unless I'm forgetting something, made it on to... Well, that's not true, actually. Okay, I'm about to probably say something even more controversial here. Not every Zelda game I've ever... Bro, just let me pick up the log. Oh, okay. Okay. That's fine. Turn this up. So, most of the Zelda games I've played, and actually, all of the Zelda games I've beaten, played in their entirety, made it onto my top 10 list, because, and that's just it. So the two that are coming to mind, I don't think I'm forgetting any. There's two Zelda games that I've played that did not show up on that list. That being the original Zelda and A Link to the Past. Both of those games, I made it a decent way through. I think actually Link to the Past, I was on like the very last dungeon. And then, like Hyrule Castle, I think. And then the original Zelda, I don't remember. I probably made it halfway through. And the fact that I wasn't compelled to beat that, and I think Link to the Past, something happened with my data or something. There was another reason why I didn't beat that one. And now I'm remembering this place. Look at this. This is so cool. Look at that chest. Oh, I think I might... I don't think I need Ascend to get it. I'm going to try. I'm going to try to fight this guy. So this is a captain here. And he's got a good amount of health here. Oh! That does some good damage. Oh, but they don't recover health, man. So this is actually huge. Like, this is going to be so much more breezy. He does have a bow as well. But if he hits me again, I'm toast. Uh-oh. Yep, I knew it. I'm gonna have to relearn, like, the Construct's attack patterns here. Oh, look at I forget the game over has a little Ouroboros on it. I love it. Yeah, so... I didn't beat the original Zelda, yes, because I wasn't compelled to. I mean, that's the real answer. It's very difficult, and I can... Oh my gosh. What is your deal, bro? And I can... I need a faster weapon. I'm not doing this. Okay, so that's his little head swipe. Soldier Reaper. Yeah, that's kind of weak. Oh, Spiky Spear's good, and that's fast, too. I can keep my distance here. Oh. I should really practice parrying as well. We got a thick stick broadsword. Wow. I think I knew someone in high school that was their nickname. So I think I probably need one of these little things up here. Can I reach it? I don't want to run off the cliff. And now I can actually eat. So let's do that real quick. I like the menu. I forgot about that as well. That did so little. Come here. Oh, and there I go. Okay, Kate just said something deranged in the chat. I'll read it in a sec. And then Link to the Past. I don't remember why I didn't beat it. But again, I explained this in my video. Oh, I can cut down a tree. What am I doing? Boom. Korok Frond. I remember you. I hate you. Yeah, let's cut down another one just for good measure. And so yeah, to me, and I know this is probably blasphemous to OG Zelda fans. What am I doing? But to me, A Link to the Past is just a downgraded version, which doesn't even make sense because it came out first, of Link Between Worlds. That was my first ever Zelda game, and I'm sorry, but I cannot play Link to the Past without just wishing I was playing Link Between Worlds. And that's how it is. That's how it is for me. And I'm not sorry. I just said I was sorry. But I guess I'm really not. And this is not working. Maybe I need another one. Bruh. Pfft. This sucks. Is there another tree here? Yep. I don't even know if this is what they want you to do, but I'm gonna do it. So yeah, I guess just by technicality, even though I just don't like the terminology, because I still very much enjoyed it, my least favorite Zelda game is the original Zelda. Because I appreciate it so much for what it obviously started, because we would not have this without the original Zelda. But it's the one that I'm the least compelled to explore and or beat and or do anything with. And then a second least favorite would be Link to the Past. Dang, look at that bounce. Bruh. Okay, don't do that. I think maybe I can climb up this. Maybe not like that, though. Let's just do this. I actually saw a short on YouTube that compared the stamina when you climb to Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. Never noticed this, but you use more stamina for climbing in Tears of the... Like, jumping uses more, and just regular climbing uses more, and it's slower. Never knew that, and that's kind of wild. But I guess you spend so much less time climbing because there's so many other ways to get yourself around. Look at that. There's Light Dragon Zelda. Okay, let me read Kate's comment here. If you ever get a mango dragon fruit refresher from Starbucks, don't throw it away at the end. Save the cup with the ice and dragon fruit chunks and fill it back up with lemonade. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Probably because Link lost an arm. That's why he's slower. Yeah, okay. But it's a magic arm. It should be better, right? Okay, did my raft go away? I think it might have. But here's Ryaru. Let's talk to him. What's up, ghosts? Hooray, yay. Culinary, maker. You should talk to them. Hey, that's... Well, I didn't really try, but that's not a bad Ryaru impression. Let me read it in his voice. There are many types of constructs to be found in this land. Culinary constructs, maker constructs, and so forth. Some of them are better versed in their subjects than I. You might learn a few things by making time to speak with them. See, they could have got me to do it. Alright, y'all gonna... I'm still not gonna take their parts. I'll use these over here. This abilities wheel is gonna take me some time to get used to. Bruh, get off there. But I'm trying to do a lot of... Is Ryaru dead? Bro, what do you think? He just decided to be transparent? Were you not paying attention last time? He been dead. Now you're gonna see exactly why, and perhaps the most epic cutscene I've ever seen in a Zelda game. Which even Skitty Bitty admitted, so you know that it's legit. So here we go. We built ourselves a rudimentary raft. Yoink, splash, and yoink. Let's go. And there's no way to steer, unfortunately. So, just gonna go. Let's go. Why does both Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild start with talking to a dead person? Well, you know, it happens. Actually, well, Zelda wakes you up. In Breath of the Wild, she ain't dead. But I know what you mean. You get all the tutorial area, you're talking to a dead king. Yeah, they're both a dead king. It's interesting. This oh my god. This mountain path is especially rugged. You must take your environment into account. Sure, tell me the guidelines. Fire? Okay, goodbye. I think it was about at this point that I made an egg shield in my first ever playthrough. Ah, no! Little. Blet. Math Mountain. Don't... Yeah, I know. I know. Never gonna hear the end of that. Did that shrine already. They're doing a good job hiding these things. I know one's kind of in a snow area, which is actually a fake snow area. We'll hear about that if Rauru will ever say something. Gosh. I don't want a rock shield anymore. It just looks ridiculous. I want an egg shield. So when I get an egg, I'll make that. It's kind of a tradition at this point, even though I've done it once in my original file. No, I did it more than once, but like, you know, the tradition of doing it at the start. Oh, look at that. That was cool. Da, 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 da. Guys, should we... But... Hello. I like the color scheme of that Korok. And look at that. We got a dead construct. Look at that. They're so sad. They're like the Skyward Sword robots, just with less tude, you know? 'Cause sometimes that attitude just got to be too much. Oh man, I wish I had Ascend. I said that so whiny. Well, I don't even remember what I was talking about. I don't want a rock shield, it looks stupid. I want an egg shield. Yeah, you heard me. I said it. Alright. I can't wait to get Ascend. I think that might be the next ability. Other than... What is the other one? I'm so dumb. I know Recall, but was there another? I think there was another one. Bruh. Am I really gonna get killed by a Chew? Okay, I'm done with this freaking two-handed crap. I'm gonna use a Soldier Reaper. Boom. Look at how tiny and cute that is. Okay, what was I saying before I got distracted? What's up here? I'm gonna check that out, and then I'm gonna go on the rail, like you're supposed to. Look at that, how quickly that stamina depletes. Oh, we got a camp up here. Oh, and I can't even take the chest. Okay, they haven't spotted me yet, so I can eat, technically. Oh, okay, Kate says IDK. We'll rewind it, and then get back to me. Uh-oh. It's Captain again. And he's fusing. I forgot they could fuse. He's fusing for a Bluruzin. Whoa! I saw that. Thank you. You're dead. I don't know why I said thank you. Yo! Oh, I was saying something and I forgot to... Da-da. I love that. I forgot to finish what I was saying. I'm currently working on writing a few things, actually. I mean, I'm always working on something. Oh, I was talking... No, not Ascend. It was before that. Before I even went in the hole. What am I trying to drop here? A weapon? Or a bow? Yeah, I'll drop a bow. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. I'm working on writing quite a few things. So now I'm working on that script as well. And I was working on... I still am kind of chipping away at a top 10 Mario game script, which should be fun. I'm thinking about well, I'm also writing a song. I've actually almost finished writing the lyrics for that. But I still... And I have a general idea for where the chords are going to go. I'm just going to release it as a single, I think. Let's go up this rail. Why don't we? What's going on down there? Come on, Link. Oh, no! I don't think that's how you're supposed to get down there. I'm just going to throw that out there. But can't you shield surf on a rail as well? Pretty sure. Ouch. That should have hurt. I love that splash. Alright, Kate is absolutely no help to me. I'm going to try this. Oh, come on, you dingus. What is it with Nintendo and rail surfing lately? Because Mario Kart, you do that as well. And you do take damage when falling. It's unfortunate. Let me eat this. No, I'm not going to eat that. Why did I eat that? Dang it, that's stamina. No whistle run. Keep forgetting that. So yeah, I got a song, got the Mario scripts, now I've got this Tears of the Kingdom script. And, you know, I'm thinking of what else to do for the summer. There's going to be about a month in between when I am done with this internship and when I start back college. Actually, just over a month. Oh, but I forgot. I think I have jury duty in the week before school, so that'll be annoying. But anyways, I'll definitely find time to get all this stuff done. I think I might do a cover of World O' World by Jacob Collier and the Aeolians as well. So that'll happen at some point. Yeah. And there we go. We got a Bright Bloom Seed. I think maybe I can ride the cart here. So yeah, it's going to be a busy summer, full of content, which is going to be fun. And I need a fan, don't I? Yeah, there's one. Oh, I remember what I was saying. I was trying to remember this other gosh dang ability. We got Fuse, we got Ultra Hand, we got Ascend. There's 4 shrines here. Don't you get one in every shrine? I'm such an idiot. There's probably not one. It's probably just a recall at the very end. But why would you just have a shrine? And I'm actually more of an idiot than I thought. Okay, why didn't you tell me I was about to put that the wrong way? No, stop it, Link. Let's go. I'm just let y'all know, throughout my whole playthrough, I really wasn't all that creative. Kate, quit saying IDK. I really wasn't all that creative, you know. I mean, I built some crazy stuff. It was more just because I could, but rather than for practical purpose, which is another common complaint I hear, which I don't really mind. It's like, it is what you make it, you know? I love that there's an option to do that stuff. These bright blooms. I mean, it's like complaining, to me it's like complaining that, what's a good comparison? Yeah. I don't know. It's just odd. Like, I also heard a complaint. I know I said I was kind of gonna stop talking about it for now, but like another point Skitty Bitty made, which I do understand, but also I'm kind of like, oh, we got some Zonite, first Zonite, which I think my dad pronounces it Zonanite. You know, to each their own. Yeah. One thing that they said was that like it was annoying that the whole Dragon Island thing, which is somewhere right here, I forget exactly what it's called, but it's the big storm, one of the storm clouds, where you're supposed to go through this quest at the end, like once you've done all 4 dungeons, everyone discovers, oh wait, there was a secret sage, Minoru, we gotta go find her. Alright, Rockhammer has reached the end of its life. There's a lot of Zonite. Let's pick up that, and go ahead and fuse it to that. Make another rock hammer. You know, like it's, oh, we got a forger. And actually I discovered it about halfway through the game, completely on accident. I brute forced my way through that storm cloud because I just thought maybe the game just wanted you to do that. And I was like, could they expect most players to persevere through that? It was ridiculous. I ended up only finding the dragon eye and finding that shrine in there, or not a shrine, but the mask that leads you to the dungeon. Hello, I'll help you out here. Thank you. Because I saw this glowing, I think it was a construct, like his glowing eyes, and I glid towards it and managed to find the place. Completely on accident. And I got Minoru, like, again, halfway through the game. And so, like, if you know what you're doing, you can easily skip that. You can skip that whole quest. And Skitty's complaint was like, why even bother putting that cool, like, interesting quest there if you could so easily skip it? And, again, I sort of see that. Okay, I will say this function I do like, the Zonite charge thing. They did explain, I was a bit confused by the whole mechanic when I first played this game. You know, but that's alright. Right, so I forget, you have to use the Zonite to make these Zonai, or crystallized charges, and then go to a forge. Right. You have to go to a specific forge to process them, which I don't think we can do right here. Yeah, so I understand that complaint, but I somewhat disagree because it's like, look, what should compel you to do that quest is not necessarily that you have to, it's because it's fun to do that. Like, and that's kind of the philosophy of Breath of the Wild and this game. It's like complaining that, like, why even bother putting dungeons in Breath of the Wild if you could just skip them and go straight to Ganon pretty easily? And I just don't like that angle because it's like, yeah, you can, but like if that quest is interesting to you and it's fun, then you do it because it's fun. And you know that you could skip it. I guess the idea that you could skip something for some people is just, it invalidates the whole thing. And I don't really agree with that. But I do, again, I respect that. Can I take him? Okay, thank you for that. I mean, I might, that would be interesting to make a rule in Grandmaster Mode that I'm not allowed to use the capsules, but I'm not gonna do that. That's too much. Link, get on there. Don't be a dingus. So yeah, that's kind of how I feel about that. And it does add this, like, again, this factor that I love of just the potential, just by being curious and dedicated, that you could accidentally discover something. Like I did. And that's pretty cool. And here we go, Rauru. You are everywhere, aren't you? Yeah, I will say the old man, I do love Rauru as a character, and his ghost is just chilling everywhere, but something about seeing the old man where you think he's flesh and bone and he's somehow everywhere is also pretty funny. Like, and perhaps more funny than Rauru being here. But anyways. Oh, should I read his line? The time bell played its part in our traditional ceremonies. In a way, it was this place's beating heart. The sight of the temple and the sound of its bell stir fond memory. Okay. To me, honestly, I don't know if this is true, but Rauru sounds like somebody trying way too hard to do an American accent. Which would be quite funny if that were the case. Stop it! Have we neared our next shrine? Ah, here we go. Let's see how close my voice was. There's one.
This is known as a Zonai device dispenser. But the concept of leaving things to chance is not one often seen in our civilization. I myself believe that it was originally created with a different purpose. Maybe it was used for entertainment. Or maybe it was not even originally made by the Zonai. The ways of our ancestors are sometimes unclear, but they are also interesting puzzles to unravel.
You're telling me that this wasn't made by the Zonai? They just found giant gumball machines and said, you know what, we could put our balls in there. I am Error. Andrew's here. What's up? Alright, we're gonna grab some of these. Portable pot. You know what? Isn't it all? Flame emitter. That's nice. And a bunch of fans. Let's go ahead and throw 5 more in there just because we can. Can you imagine a non-portable pot? It'd be huge. I guess these ones are pretty huge. I mean, you don't want me lugging that around. The alternate dimension inside my pocket only has so much room. Oh, not you. Alright, I guess we'll do it. Because I do need some inventory. I like that they give you more by default, I think, than you had in Breath of... Maybe that is this. Actually, I don't know. That might be the same amount you get. Professor Pete dropped a new video. I'm getting those notifications. I haven't been watching them really. Sadly. He's road tripping. He's going off. He needs to stop tripping. Let me just grab this cart. I think I need a fan. So I'll just grab this one I already did. What should I talk about? Kate, are you still there? You've been awful quiet. Minecraft playthrough when? Get out of here, bro. She said that a while ago, I just didn't see it until now. Okay, let me just... Okay, I think you do have to put a plank on there so that Korok and you can both have room. Yoink. Come here, buddy. Oof. I'm playing Roblox. Okay, cool. No, that's cool. You can multitask. Get on there, you dingus. Ooh, guys, I can't show you right now because I might accidentally disconnect my Switch. But I got a cotton candy Switch. It's called Cotton Candy, like the pattern, but it's a brand called D Brand. Does really cool skins for devices. Link is Jean Grey. I'm sorry to say I don't know who that is. Jean Grey. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. But it's a brand called D Brand. They make some really cool skins, like stickers for different devices, like Nintendo especially. And they released some Switch 2 skins. There's a lot of patterns. Highly recommend. And it's pretty cool. So I think I could pull up a picture in a second and show y'all. And they've got quite a sense of humor. Look into it. Each of their product descriptions online has something cheeky written on it. They're based in Canada. Maybe it's some Canadian humor. I do love some Canadian humor. I had a Canadian Physics 2 professor. He was just a hoot. I realized, like, when I did my streams for Tears of the Kingdom, I was pretty early in I was like a year into college. Because it was May of 2023, so it was right after my second semester. And now, wouldn't you believe it, I've got one semester left, and then I graduate. Because I'm graduating a semester early. Crazy. I don't even know if I knew for sure that was going to happen until pretty recently. But it's pretty sick, isn't it? So, and oh boy, it's going to be a doozy of a semester, I think. Because how could it not be? I mean, the past 4 or 5 semesters have been. But we're getting into senior design, or we've been in senior design. Me and my friend Malachi and then 2 other people are working on a ping pong robot. Oh, Lord, I forgot about you. No! Well, I lost that. Oh, okay. Here's where we need the hook. I knew there's some reason why they had the hook. The hooks, boyo. And a fan. We need a hook and a fan. Story of my life. Maybe I should have had a plank instead of this cart. Actually. But that's alright. Oh boy, I need that paraglider real bad. Get on there, Link! Okay. Yeah, well, this will work. But yeah. Senior design, honestly, like, well, we got most of the mechanics, like the actual electronics and robot parts working. Like, mechanically speaking, we haven't fine-tuned or tested it on an actual table. That's going to be huge. Troubleshooted the code. That's going to be an ordeal. We had it working perfectly for the Mech Tech demo, like the halfway point demo. We got good scores on our final presentation. Everything was all dandy, and I took the machine home. Something must have happened in the car, because it does not work properly right now. Some of the motors kind of spaz out, doesn't work. And my friend Malachi, who I really trust more to tinker with it more than me, I don't want to ruin it. He's at an internship in Alabama right now, which is where he's been working as an intern for a few years. So can't really want to do much till he gets back. But once we can hopefully fix that without too much trouble, all that's left to do really, besides testing and fine-tuning, which could very well take a long time, is you know, the, what do you want to call it? Like the physical build of the rest of it, which is not electronic or robotic in any way. It's just purely the support system, the wood, the net, which is still going to be quite a task, but much more like tangible what we need to do. And to be honest with you, like, a huge part of the stress for me was in the initial phase of designing. Like, where do you even start? You know, it's so daunting because we're doing this from the ground up. None of us have done anything like this before. And so, you know, we've gotten through like the most difficult part of the design process, I think. Come on, Link. My gosh. Can I just go and slap this log up there? And climb up again. I don't know if this is the intended path. Or the intended way to get up there. Link, you... Oh my... Whoa! No, I totally didn't know that was gonna happen. I should have. Yeah. But that'll be cool. And then I have like 3 other of the most intense grueling engineering classes. Power and machinery, some other crap, I don't know. We'll get through it. I'm sure of it. I hope. And then the main relief is that I do not have the pressure of the FE exam, which was... Why did I do that? I need wood. I needed the log. Which was a huge stress. In addition to senior design and all the other classes. You know, it was bad. But I passed it. Don't know, you know, by what margin, since they don't tell you unless you, they don't give you a breakdown unless you fail. So I could have passed by 1 point or 30 points or whatever. You know? But that's alright, I don't need to know. Get up there, you log. But all that to say, yep, I had a Canadian Physics 2 professor. I guess I actually had him as a professor, because that was my second semester when I did my first streams. And he would always throw a moose into every word problem. It was great. That's not going to reach. Dang it. Maybe it barely will. Oh my god, all that for nothing. I'm supposed to go this way. Oh my word, I'm gonna die. I wonder if the fall damage cancel works still. I don't remember if I ever tried that in this game. It's a good thing it loads in like a millisecond. God, look at that. And here we are. I don't have to fool with the log anymore. Not gonna do it. Oh, there's water right there. That was nice of them. Whee! Oh, we got a what you call that? The flux construct. Miles, what do you think the next Zelda game will be about? Probably Link and Zelda to some extent, and maybe they'll throw Ganondorf in there or some other villain. I honestly, that is a good. Am I ready to fight this? I guess I can try it, but I don't know. I mean, Kate, I really don't know. Like, I think they have pretty much confirmed that, like, they are done with this exact world and, like, specific way of making the games. Like, Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, you know, they're done. Alright, that's not terrible damage. It's just I don't know how much longer this spike stick's gonna last. So yeah, honestly, like, I said this about Tears of the Kingdom before it came out. Like, I would not be opposed at all to sacrifice a little bit of freedom. What? Rauru, really? Right now?
Though the flux constructs can enter a standby, reducing energy consumption outside the battle, they remain one of our less energy-efficient creations. Considering their limitations, I would love to improve on their design and give them greater range. But my sister says the ancient schematics for them are quite abstruse.
Okay, thank you for that, Rauru. I don't know what abstruse means. I'll look that up after this. I'm assuming it means confusing or, like, impractical or something, or whatever. Look at that catch. Where'd you go? Where'd the head? There it is. Boom. Dead and gone. But yeah, like, that's the main challenge, right? And even I will agree that, like, while I love this game's story, which is a whole nother thing we gotta talk about, I'm gonna use this on the thick stick. Quit whistling, bro. Bang. That's our strongest weapon at this point, so I'm gonna save that. And look at how cool that looks, dude. I love that. Let's use that. Boulder stick. Yeah, like, the presentation of the story is still suffering from just the sheer openness of it. I've talked at length about this. I've been talking about this since 2020 when I was contemplating, like, because I was thinking maybe they would make this game even more linear than they did. It's really not that linear at all. It's pretty open. It's maybe marginally more linear than Breath of the Wild, but that's not saying much. And that still, like, is a challenge when it comes to implementing a story, because, like, you can't tell a narrative like Skyward Sword and Twilight Princess if the player can just do whatever they want whenever they want. If you know exactly where they're going to go and when, because they have to, you can make very specific story beats at specific times that serve specific purposes. And that comes with a bunch of other benefits, like being able to specifically tailor the difficulty of each dungeon. Like, you know that this is going to be their last dungeon, so make it more difficult. Whereas in this game, it's like, you have to allow for the possibility that the player is going to do any of the dungeons as their first dungeon. So you can't make, for instance, Vah Naboris, like, ridiculously hard, because then, like, it wouldn't be fair if a player chose that as their first dungeon. Now, the game can ease you in a certain direction. Like, it's certainly harder, and that's fine, because the game eases you or urges you towards the... Kyle, what's up? You're back. Luckily for you, Kyle, we had to end yesterday's stream early, so you didn't miss that much. I didn't even see what that was. So yeah, I was honestly thinking they would make this even more linear. But they didn't. They still kept it, for the most part, very open, which is fine. But I'm ready to let some of that go. Like, I'm ready. Yeah, Nintendo doesn't give a flying rat's tail what I think. But, like, I would more than sacrifice some openness, as much as I love it. Thank you for that, Mr. Pepper Growing Construct. Yeah. I would gladly trade that for a story that's presented more similar to the traditional narrative of, like, Skyward Sword, Twilight Princess type thing. So I do hope that that's where they go. Regardless of where they go with anything else art style, I would gladly invite a vastly new art style. I don't know what that would look like. You know, I'm generally a fan of, like, super saturated, colorful stuff, like, and, like, this game is just a beautiful blend of, like, so many wonderful art styles. You've got, like, this oil paintery quality, almost like Skyward Sword, but it's more high fidelity than Skyward Sword. There's more shading going. Look at that. Look at what Link looks like with all of his redness, because he's cold. But, like, it's more cel shaded than, and you know, there's a lot more artistic liberties in a game like Skyward or Twilight Princess, which very much tried to be more gritty and dark. So there's just there's no telling where they're going to go with it, but yeah, I think I remember getting a little stumped on what you're supposed to do in this portion. I probably shouldn't have eaten that till I was sure what I was doing. What? I don't think I can climb this ice. Oh, nope. Can't do it. Well, what the crud? Am I really supposed to climb up that thing? Maybe I is. Maybe there's not 4 shrines. Maybe I'm just stupid. Because I don't see another one. But again, always leave the possibility open that I'm just a dingus. So I don't know if they really intend you to... Maybe I is? Oh, Kate said A-I-Y-I-Z. I is. Did I say that? Sometimes I say something and immediately forget. What does that say about me? I don't know. Yeah, see, like, I mean, I feel like the stamina is depleting pretty similarly to Breath of the Wild, but I guess not. Okay, I just need a little bit, just a little bit. Yeah, like that. That should be good. Come on! Oh, barely made it. There we go. Let's check this out. I think I see a Korok puzzle. I love the light dragon. Oh my gosh, guys. I have a light dragon tattoo. Y'all want to see it? I got this the summer of 2023. Oh, my earbuds, sorry. Here it is. I hope y'all can see that. Isn't that cool? It hurt. It hurt like a bad word. A very bad word. It was brutal. I had to split it into 2 sessions. It was supposed to be 1. But I had to be like, nah, we gotta come back to this. I did, so we did the line work and my camera. I knew that was gonna happen. There we go. We did the line work and I was like, I'm so sorry, we gotta come back to this. And he was very gracious. Awesome guy. He did my master sword as well, my very first tattoo. He busted that one out in like an hour and a half. The light dragon probably took 2 or 3, like probably 3 hours per session. It's a total of probably 5 or 6 hours. And each of those hours was brutal because it's on your ribs and your stomach. My God. So you're all contorted and bent up and yeah. But that's how much I love the light dragon. I know it's Zelda. That's kind of why I love it so much. But also the design and the fact that she's just like, ah. I will not accept people that say she looks dumb. What the booties? I forget what you do here. Can I grab it? Grab it! Oh, it's just a Korok. Okay. Kyle says that tattoo is awesome. Thank you, Kyle. There was a guy. I believe their name was. No. Their name is not Nettle. I'm trying to remember what their name was. Oh, I remember. Hang on.
It was here that we used the capabilities of frost emitters to create a permanently snowy region. By encircling the island
gosh.
Colbert, we created an ideal place to test the durability of constructs and Zonai devices. I'll always remember the look of wonder on Sonia's face the first time we came here.
I'm gonna guess it was something like this. That was Sonia's face. So that's an interesting piece of lore, isn't it? That all of this snow was just created by frost emitters, and it's not actually real snow. Or it is real snow, but it's not natural, you know? Yeah, so the constructs are just doing their duty, just like the Shrine Guardians from Breath of the Wild. But that don't make me hate them any less. Y'all deserve to be fused with that. Oh, I messed it up. Man, I just need to learn to press the right buttons here. You're burning, yay! I need to stop using that. That's a pretty good weapon. I don't want to waste it. There we go, and we got an ice chew that's gonna get me. Okay, so there was a guy on my beating Tears of the Kingdom stream when I beat the game. That was probably my favorite Tears of the Kingdom stream I've done thus far. It was such an electrifying experience because that was the first time I beat it. I had no idea what to expect, and it was so epic. And I beat it on stream, and all that. And this guy popped in named Jojiro or Hohiro, Jojiro, something or other. There was numbers on it too. And that guy's made several comments on my channel, but I never really thought much of it. Like, I don't know. And he popped into the stream, and his comment was, "Why are you? What was it? Why would you ruin your body with toxic ink and tattoos, weirdo?" I think that was the exact comment. And I mean, I didn't really care about it at the time. I still don't. Oh my gosh, look at those. Have I been over there? Oh, I don't have Heroes Path mode yet. I assume I've been to that field. Yeah, definitely. But look, it's brilliant. It was just a silly comment, and it was kind of funny. Because like, who are you? Toxic ink. That was a new one. Maybe I'll eat before he spots me. That's a quarter heart? Oh my gosh. I forgot about that. Y'all are losers. Probably shouldn't waste fire fruits. Oh, look at that. We made fire jelly. It's my favorite thing to put on toast. Oh my gosh. No! That's brutal. He's still on fire. Let's not mess around with that, actually. Do-dip-doo-doo. I hope he didn't lose too much. Okay, no. I honestly wonder if Master Mode in Breath of the Wild, like, they actually, the auto-saves were less frequent. Since I know there's only one of each type of save. Because it feels like we're getting pretty frequent auto-saves here. Okay, I'm going to be more careful with this. Maybe you want to be thrown at with a white chew. Yeah, you do. Look at that. No! Okay. No! I didn't get his thing. Oh well. Let's pick that up. What is that? That's just fire? Yeah, I feel like we're going to be going through this food pretty quick in this game. Let's get rid of that. I need to find some more boulders. Those are the best weapon things. Or maybe, you know, like... Can I make it... Look at that! Look at my pepper stick! That's so cute. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep that. Ooh, we got bomb flowers, finally. Bomb stick? I know bomb shields are pretty useful. Bottomless cave. Well, that's one way to say that there's just a hole in it. I think there's a bottom, it's just called the ground. Let's hit you with my pepper stick. Dang, that pepper's holding up. I thought it would just immediately pop. Thank you for that bubble gem. Where did it go? I already got it. Cool. Let's see what's in here. Nope. That. Bro. Just salt? Lame. Just salt. Is that the guy's name from The Witcher? I don't need those mushrooms. You kidding me? I'm not going over there for 2 quarter hearts. Ooh, we got a chest though. I need that. Bomb flower. Those are a commodity, let me tell you. I was always running out of those. And especially since this time I'm not allowing myself to use Yunobo or any of the other sages except for Tulin. Because he's so dang useful. I mean, Yunobo was one of the most annoying ones to have on because you would just activate him on accident and then he'd just go a-blasting around and scare away my game. Okay, we're going to throw a bomb at this like. Open up! Don't make this explode. Bruh, that was stupid. I'm not gonna lie. I thought that's what you're supposed to do. I realized a fraction of a second too late that that was not gonna work. Look at that. Zoom! See, look, I mean, we're right here. That's pretty good. And I still think I retained my bubble gem. Yep. Where was I? Oh, I was already... Huh? Oh, yeah, back this way. So let me think about how I'm gonna kill that guy. Okay, I can probably shoot that. Oh, I can probably... I think you throw the bomb when it's like... I don't even know, man. Just stick your tongue out. Come on. Ugh. Oh, that's horrible damage. What the booties? That's awful. Maybe I am meant to do this. That's also really terrible. Pepper stick. Oh, okay. That does a little bit more. Is this even worth it? I don't think so. Tulin is the best and worst sage. What you mean by that, Kyle? I'm a Tulin lover. I mean, he's a little annoying, but aren't they all? I think they made Riju really annoying in this game. I don't know why, but her accent is just weird. I don't think she had that in Breath of the Wild. And yeah, I mean, well, no, okay, nobody can be more annoying than Yunobo. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, that had a like had way too much health. Opal. Okay. And a like stone. It's good ingredient. Dang, this pepper stick is holding up. Did you see that? Like, I'm kind of blown away by that. I mean, it just doesn't do that much. Kate says I'm eating plastic. You know, some things are... Not you again. Oh, well, we got a flame emitter shield. Wonder if that's a sign. Hello. I'm gonna burn you. Let's recharge. Dude, this pepper stick. Oh my gosh, y'all. Let this be a life lesson. Use your shield, dingus. Oh. There we go. Kyle says, I accidentally activate Tulin and he blows all my materials away. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm remembering that now. That's just one of the examples. And yes, that is one complaint that I have absolutely no defense for or retaliation, and I fully agree. Some of the controls, or the, I guess, the activation, or the UI, whatever you want to call it, in this game, specifically of the sages and the fuse menus like this, are pretty atrocious. Like, they're... And to be honest with you, I'm not a developer, I'm not a game designer, I don't know what I would have done, honestly. But I just think with all of those brilliant minds at Nintendo, and yes, I fully believe that there are just absolute masterminds in Nintendo, surely they could have come up with a better solution. But alas. Like, even just the fusing thing, the fact that you have to physically drop your material on the ground and then fuse, rather than just going to your menu, selecting like an acorn, and then selecting fuse, and then selecting the weapon. Imagine how seamless how easy that would be. But you can't do that. And I think that's kind of dumb. But that's okay. Okay, now what in the crap? I'm remembering how confusing this was, and I wish I had more stuff. Is it a possibly to fuse a fire fruit to your shield? I forget if you can do that. I'm going to hold that, I'm going to drop it, I'm going to fuse. Does that keep me warm? It absolutely does not. Okay, great. Well, I'm glad I tried that. Was it orange chew jelly that does that? Because maybe I can just take a thick stick or a long stick and light it up. And that'll keep me warm while I figure out where I'm supposed to go. Quit following me. Hello, Meebs. Yeah, I don't think it's in this cave that I'm supposed to be. Oh, shoot. No. And he's following me again. Alright. Wow, Tears of the Kingdom. Bruh. I'm sick of you. What? Thank you for that. Oh my god. It's bad. No, I just dropped that. Okay, am I meant to climb this? Oh, that's probably it. Yeah. I'm an idiot. Sorry, guys. Look at these roots, though. Can you imagine seeing a big tree like that in real life? That'd be awesome. Oh. I love that piano riff. It's so good. And there's our shrine, y'all. And there's something I want as well. Stop, Link. Gutenbach Shrine. I wonder if that's German. I know that the, oh great. I know that the, okay, it's working again. Oh, snap, why are you here? Oh. Oh, to give me my next power. I forget if he did that in the other shrines. Why couldn't you have done that at the door? I get it. There's special shrines. And there's Ascend. Thank God we got that. It's gonna make things so much easier. Yeah, I know that the shrines in Breath of the Wild were anagrams of the developers' names. I don't know if there's a similar pattern to this game. Alright, so literally such an easy ability to use. Look at how buttery smooth that is. Honestly, like, I don't see why I would ever do this or need to do this, but going back to the Switch 1 versions it would probably be so difficult at this point because it is so smooth now. Like, I think I would get used to it realistically because I spent hundreds of hours with them, so obviously they're very playable. But man, that would like I'm so spoiled with this now. Go back to Wii U? Absolutely not. I think I'd probably rather just go ahead and expire. Oh no, my pepper stick. We had such a good run. It's okay, we can make a pepper anything. Pepper shield. Oh, I don't have any more peppers. No. Okay, we'll settle for an acorn shield. Okay, I'm getting used to it again. I'm feeling it. Let's cut these things. Oh. There we go. I can talk briefly about what my thoughts on like the upgrades in general and just how they work and how Nintendo's handling it, because that's been a topic of debate as of late. And I'm a poet, and I don't even realize it. So basically, what they're doing here, which seems like, well, the only games that they've done it for so far are Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, and I think Jamboree, they're going to do something even bigger, perhaps. It's like a whole new game mode. And the deal is, like, you can buy the Switch 2 editions for a higher price, just outright. If you don't have the games yet, you can just buy the Switch 2 versions. Comes with all the, well, not everything. We'll get to that. Or if you already own the games, you can purchase the upgrade packs for $10. Or if you're a Nintendo Switch Online member, you can get them for free, which I am. So I got these for my main user, Lieb, for Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. I got the upgrades completely for free, which is awesome. I've heard a lot of complaints about the way this system works because, of course, people want free stuff. And look, I'm not going to reduce it to that. Like, some of these complaints I think are valid, but people think that all this should be free. I have some disagreements about that. What I will say is that I think it's ridiculous that the Switch 2 version doesn't come with the DLC baked in for Breath of the Wild. So if you buy the Switch 2 version, it does not come with the DLC, I think. I'm pretty sure. So you would have to buy that separately, which the Switch 2 version's like what, $70 or $80 for Breath of the Wild? It's either one. It's one of the two. I don't want to say a false number, but it's one of those. Wait, so what did Robert say? Oh, so there really are only 3. Wow. So I'm not stupid. I wasn't forgetting about an ability. I mean, it was auto build. I knew about that, but I knew you didn't get that here. So I've heard people say, Link, it's gonna be okay, buddy. Wonder when I get a warm thing. So I do think that's a little ridiculous. One minor complaint, which is kind of just a quirk of the way Nintendo handles like game sharing and stuff like that. So I have 2 accounts, and the main reason for that was just so that I could play games that would only allow you to have like one file. Since now they're kind of doing away with like my camera. They're doing away with the system that's been a thing where like you open a game and there's just 3 files on that particular cartridge, right? Like, and so you've got those 3 files, and all of them are specific to that cartridge. You can put it in any system. Like, I'm thinking 3DS, kind of work that way on a lot of stuff. Nowadays, almost everything's moving towards the user's system. So, like, you put in the game, and it's dependent on your user. They've been doing that since at least the Wii U. And that's great in some ways. it's also more inconvenient if, like, I want a separate file. I've got to create a separate user. So I have Lieb here. That's my main profile. Any game that I have that's like the first playthrough I do, it's always going to be on this profile. Hexen is like my alt profile for if I ever do a second playthrough of anything or just whatever, Hexen is part of my, like, it has a Nintendo account associated with it, but not an online subscription, because for the most part, everything you buy, you can share between all the users on your system, especially if it's a physical game. The quirk, of course, is that since I got the upgrade for free, because I'm a Switch Online member on Lieb, Hexen has a Nintendo account but is not a Nintendo Online member. So I actually, in order to use the upgrade pack on the Hexen file, because that's where my 100% file was, I had to buy it. Now for Tears of the Kingdom, I don't even have a file in Hexen, so I don't think I'll have to do that unless I want to in the future. But it was annoying, so I got it for free on my Lieb file, and then I was like, wait, I need to be able to access my 100% file with my upgrade pack. So I've got to actually pay $10 for it, just for the Hexen profile. Ooh, nice. Again, that's just one of the quirks of the way they do it, and I don't know. It's a little annoying, but whatever. I consider that to be a separate issue than what we're talking about, because the main thing here is the fact that, oh, we got these birds. I remember just being blown away when I saw that that's how you're going to do it. Here's my defense of the way that they're handling this upgrade thing, where you pay $10, you get these upgrades. There's this mentality or this thing going around that's like, man, Nintendo's charging you $10 just to be able to play their games properly. And it's one of those things that I see where these people are coming from, and I don't want to invalidate the way that they're feeling about it, but it's like, I just don't think that's a fair way of putting it, because who are we kidding? We all put hundreds of hours, at least I did, and a lot of people put hundreds of hours into Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom and loved it. Like, yes, there are some performance issues, but it runs and it's beautiful. It runs, and it doesn't really ever interfere with your gameplay in a significant way, because the majority of the frame drops happen in safe areas, like the Korok Forest or a town, or during a giant explosion. But during those moments, like, it's not a crucial battle moment where, like, oh, the game, like, lagged and now, like, you lost the battle because of that. Like, I've never had that experience. All of my failures in the game were my own fault, not the result of the game performing poorly. So, like, what you get here is an upscale, rock-solid frame rate, actually double the frame rate, and better loading times, all that stuff. I'm comfortable calling all of those up, and the Zelda notes thing. I'm comfortable calling everything internal to the game merely a quality of life improvement, a damn good one at that. Pardon my German. But, like, it's good, okay? It looks so good. They already looked good. It's like, putting lipstick on an already beautiful woman. That's a real saying, right? So, yeah, whatever, It's like, whatever. I'm not going to even go there. But, so, and so I understand the frustration of, like, man, charging $10 just for quality of life improvements. But here's the alternate to that.
Airfield to allow easy transportation of goods between Sky Islands. While I hoped the people of Hyrule would make use of it, the flying machines proved challenging to control. I once sought to join Sonia while she practiced with one, but a construct stopped me, insisting that the devices are limited to one rider.
Wow, construct, that's a subtle way of calling him fat. Nice. Yeah, actually, I don't even know what that accent is supposed to be. It's like a weird, half British, half American, something weird like a Star Wars type of thing. But anyways, like, the alternate to that, which is a similar complaint that I always hear about Amiibo, which is like, man, you have to pay like $15, or I guess it's not even $15 anymore. Amiibos are like $30 nowadays, which is nuts. It's like you have to pay that much just for this little dinky reward, and it's like, okay, but the alternate of that, if the reward is too good, people complain about that too. They're like, man, they're locking this substantial gameplay thing or feature behind a plastic figure. It's like, you can't win. It's like if the reward is, or if the upgrade were too substantial. All right, I'm going to go over here just because I really want to. If the reward were too substantial, people would complain that they're locking that behind a paid upgrade. And if it's not that substantial, people complain that they're charging $10 for just quality of life. It's like, really what they want is it to be free. And like, I get that would be great if they did, but I don't think it's unreasonable, because I think the target audience for these upgrades are like either A, huge Zelda fans who really want to see these games in the highest fidelity possible, like me, or hardcore gamers who also really want to see a game perform and run as smoothly and beautifully as possible. The casual Zelda fan will still be perfectly fine playing the Switch 1 version. I wholeheartedly believe that. And so, like, for someone like me, a huge Zelda fan, $10 for this, it's a no-brainer. And of course, I didn't even have to do that because I was a Switch Online member. So, like, I don't know. And there it goes. Oh, but it's water. I can do it. Whee! There's fish. Yay! So, I don't know. That I guess that's just my angle. And I know that, like, people are just going to disagree about that, and that's fine. Like, I respect people's opinions about it. I just think out of all the crappy things Nintendo has done, I actually think this system of, like, the Switch 2 upgrades is very reasonable. Kate says, what do you think will be in the Switch 3? Bro, you are nuts. You're like the people that talk about DLC right after the game releases. It's like I'm seeing people on, like, what do you think the DLC courses in Mario Kart World are going to be? It's like, brother, I understand it's pretty likely they're going to do that at some point, but the game just came out, and we haven't even gotten confirmed that there's going to be DLC. Whatever. But no. Like, I'm just kind of ranting about, like, I get it. People love to complain about stuff, and that's natural. So do I. I mean, what am I doing through most of this stream? But it's like, I don't know. Like, when you really think about it, and I know this argument can really be stretched to its limit and becomes a slippery slope thing, but, like, people spend $10 on the stupidest of crap. Go to get a drink from Starbucks, go to get, hell, a meal on campus for me. Like, the dinkiest meal ever, a sandwich and a, like, bag of nuts costs, like, $13. Okay? Like, and that's for one meal. That's for, like, lunch on campus if I forget to pack something and just need to get a bite. So, like, yeah, I'll pay $10 for a substantially enhanced experience with this game. Yeah, I don't know. That's just my personal take on it. But people are gonna feel how they feel, and again, I respect that. Look at this. Oh, the fog. This is so beautiful. Maybe it will be Tears of the Kingdom. What? Oh, what do you think the DLC courses in Mario Kart World will be? Okay, well, thank you for asking me that, Kate. I was hoping somebody would, even though the game just came out. Cal says maybe it will be Tears of the Kingdom. That would blow my mind, and honestly, I hope not, because I've already spoken how I feel about non-Mario content in Mario Kart. I mean, it's cool sometimes. I don't know. But I just hate being beaten by Villager. It's just humiliating. You feel me? Anyways, that's a good question. I really don't know. I would love to see a more specific... Like, I mean, I'm just a sucker for space. I mean, look at that. I've got planets tattooed on me, and actually the next song I'm writing is kind of related to space. You'll see what I mean by that. And there's Rainbow Road, of course, but like a celestial course, that would be so cool, man. I'm thinking original tracks for now, but I guess I'll ponder a few retro tracks that I would like. Oh, my secret stone. Guys, I'm still wearing it. I've been wearing it all day. I love this necklace. It's super cool. But there we go. That's a huge one, isn't it? Demon King? Secret Stone? I would also love to see a Mario Odyssey inspired course. Perhaps a Donkey Kong Bonanza inspired course. Alright, Kyle's gonna be right back. That's cool. Oh, I love these, like... Oh, this is crazy. Now look, it's a scene like this that I feel a little less stupid about not knowing that weird floating Zelda around the world that everyone's like, I saw Zelda at the whatever. I didn't immediately know that's Phantom Ganon as well. Because you get a scene like this, where, like, this is the real Zelda, and she's just kind of floating. So, like, it's weird. She's able to transport sometimes between here and the past. So I was thinking, like, Maybe she is just randomly appearing in different places and doing something that we don't understand yet. So, I don't know. Oh, this is so cool, man. She's giving us recall. Thank you for my yellow arm. Look at that. I love that outfit for Zelda. And her hair. Like, the hair grew on me. It was a little jarring at first, but I really like the short hair. I think better than the Breath of the Wild hair. And the outfit is just really nice. There we go. It's bright. We got recall. Had to update your laptop? Dang, that was fast. What kind of laptop you got there, Kyle? I won't judge. Mine's a piece of crap. I bought it just for college, just so I'd have something to log into and do. Well, I did look into like affordable laptops for engineering students that could run like basic CAD software, and it does that. But it's got 8 gigs of RAM on it. Chromebook, yeah, that's what Kate's got for school, and she put stickers all over it, didn't you, Kate? Did you manage to get all those off? Actually, you broke one, didn't you? You had to pay for, or Mom had to pay for it. How did you do that? Nuh-uh. Oh. No doubt, you've been given this ability. It's Adele. I love Adele. She makes great music. And I got it off. Well, it's not it. It's them. There were many stickers. Look at that, y'all. Recall. And all my weapons are crap right now, so I really just need to figure that out. I broke it last year because I dropped it too many times. Yep. Still haven't dropped my... Yes, we are siblings. I'm sorry that we haven't made that clear, because otherwise you must be thinking I'm just being very rude to her for no reason. In fact, we're in the same house right now. Different rooms. But, give me something. I don't have 4? No. I thought I would have gotten 4. Raru. This is a sham. I'm gonna open this. Put those patties up there, Link. Oh, I'm not gonna have enough. Oh, wait. Oh, crap. That's weird that it doesn't just recover your hearts. Oh yeah, so you do have to also have a certain amount of hearts to push the door to unlock Minoru. I think I just had enough. So, okay, so you can't do that whenever you want. You do have to get some hearts. That's cool. And then you have to get some stamina for Zelda. Yeah, for the Master Sword. I've had my laptop 2 weeks and I've dropped it 5 times. Y'all, come on now. Well, you got some Butterfingers. You gotta be careful with that stuff. I mean, it's a Chromebook, so whatever. But no, I ain't dropped my Switch 2. I think I dropped my Switch 1 a couple times. I looked at my original Switch 1. It's pretty beat up. I'm shocked. And I lost the kickstand. Which, in fairness, that was the crappiest kickstand, and I totally forgot that that's what it was. Because the OLED had a much better one. Oh, now we get the other shrine, right? Okay, great. But I'm much more careful with devices now. Except, you know, your phone is kind of... You put a good case on it, it's kind of meant to be dropped sometimes. But no, I'm not going to drop this Switch. I dropped my Switch 1 and I broke the joystick. You can't press it down. Yep, I've noticed that, Kate. And they're also always greasy and sticky and weird. Yeah, let's go over there. This is warp. I've dropped my Sitch so many times. I'm assuming you meant Switch. Man, y'all. At least put a case on it then. That's just rough. Look at that. I just love the way this game looks, bro. Like, I mean, it shares so much from Breath of the Wild, but it has such a unique flavor to it, you know? Dude, Recall is so... Oh, Christ. The screen is so cracked, I can barely see anything. Kyle, you're scaring me. You're hurting my feelings. Please, like... Y'all don't at least get a screen protector. Like the Switch's screen and the Switch 2 is made of plastic. Like there's a screen under there, but they put a plastic screen over it to make it like shatterproof, so because a bunch of kids are going to be using it, they assume that you're going to drop it and they don't want it to shatter, which is nice. But like, it's so I immediately, like, I didn't even use the Switch 2. I don't even think I turned it on before I'd put a tempered glass screen. I had one ready to go when I got it because I was not taking any chances. I had a screen protector. Okay, so you're just the champion of breaking screens, I see. That's fine. Oh, there we go. Look at this. Nachoya! Ooh, and we got our forge here. I think we can do that. This is the Crystal Refinery.
Crystal refinery.
Yes.
And one responsible for a highly complex manufacturing process.
Oh my god.
The nature of the work was such that only a
never mind.
select few constructs could perform it, and only 2 of those remain in operation. Fortunately, that is enough for now. Though apparently there was a time when they could be found throughout the kingdom.
I forget how ridiculously much zonite or crystallized charges it takes to do this crap. I broke my phone screen in like 4 places. Kyle. Oh, that's so sad. I mean, you know, it's just like, it's so annoying to like be touching a cracked screen. Just my finger gets caught on the cracks. Even if it's not like sharp, it's just like the ability to rewind does not make you intelligent. I'm very clumsy. Well, that's fine. I mean, I'm clumsy. You got to get those good tempered glass protectors. And I know that like your screen can still break when you've got those. So I'm trying to fix my camera. Yep, thank you for that. Just gotta wait it out for a sec. Actually, weirdly, this is a weird scenario. Kate says, I dropped my phone a bunch and it has no screen protector and it hasn't broken yet. Well, put a screen protector on it, please. Basically, I've got like a pretty good case for my phone, which I've had to replace once or twice just because it's like an off-brand, like, I forget what you call it, but it's got like the built-in magnet, like pop socket thing on the back. So it's magnetic and I can take the thing out and it's like a little stand. It's great. And I've got a tempered glass thing on it. Now, I buy like a 3-pack of tempered glass protectors. I got this specific phone like a year ago, a year and a half. And, like, I've dropped it a handful of times when it definitely should have cracked. And it lasted me, that screen protector lasted the whole year. Like, took a lot of beatings and it was immaculate. And then, like, weirdly, like a week ago or so, or like 2 weeks ago, I saw a pretty big crack in it. And I was like, alright, well, I've got a 3-pack, that's good. And so I was getting ready to put another one on, and as I was peeling off the protective layer on it before I put it on the phone, I broke it. Like, it was a brand new one, and it cracked. I didn't even bend it that hard, and it snapped. So I was like, alright, good thing I've got a 3-pack. So I opened the third one, and I did not break that one. I put it on the phone, and then like 2 days later, it broke. Like, it had a big crack in it again. And I was like, what? How did I last like a year? Oh, oops. Yeah, we gotta get these to stick. Oh, it's I forget that it's different than stasis, in that, like, when you activate recall, it actually freezes time. Stasis, like, you activate it and everything's still moving. Mine is clear with a black tint. Yeah, I had one that was like, had a privacy tint, like where you turn it to an angle, some sort of holographic thing, and it blackens out. I did away with that just because it was annoying to like show people videos, and honestly I think it makes you look more sus, if I'm being frank. Or you just look weird, like why are you looking at a black screen? Oh, your phone case. Oh, it's clear with a black tint. Okay, I see. But you know what I'm talking about. But anyways, yeah, I was like, what? How did I make it a year without damaging this screen protector? And then I blazed through 2 of them in a week. So I bought another 3-pack, and I've got one on there now. And all is well so far. That's the end of my story. And there we go. That's our last shrine. I knew there was 4. I just knew there wasn't 4 abilities. Or that you get here, whatever. So I could warp, or I could just try and fly back, since it's just so much fun. Let's try it. Let's go! Fly on the bird. Let's go, Link. Whoa. Oh, it's so beautiful. And I'm probably going to crash land. Oh no, I want this. Go, Link, go. Dive. Oh, I forget how slow he dives without that bird outfit. I'm not going to make it to the one. I didn't make it to the Korok. Look at that splash. Maybe I can dive off of this. Look at that. Look at that. Ah, it's blinding. Now I don't know if the HDR is actually on my TV. I think it's a setting on my monitor, and I think it is on. Wait. I don't know. I'll figure it out later. I don't want to mess anything up right now. But, you know. Let's get this. Actually, I don't think I will if I just press this. Oh. 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 I think that's it. Wait, that's even brighter. Oh, I haven't been experiencing this whole time. It's like a specific game setting on my gaming, like, coloration. I think it's the HDR on my monitor. Oh my god, look at this, bro. I love the sunrise look. Or this is sunset, actually. But just when the sun is, like, on the horizon, and you get these super sharp shadings. Still got my nut shield. Can't really surf on it, can ya? We're about to make it to the surface, guys. We've been at it for about an hour and a half. I'll probably go for about another hour, maybe. We'll see. Definitely want to make it to Lookout Landing. I'm actually curious how the horse thing works. I know the horses transfer to one of your Breath of the Wild files, but I have multiple now, so will it transfer them from my original file? I honestly hope it doesn't transfer my horses. Alright, I'm gonna warp. Because... wait. Where did the... Yeah. I'm gonna fly back to the thing. That's Josie texting me. She says, looks good. I sent her a picture of my Switch. Cotton candy Switch. It does look pretty cool, man. It looks pretty cool. It's got the skin on the dock and everything on the Switch body and the Joy-Cons. Pretty sick. Look at that, bro. Oh, I love that chord. Okay. Come on. Give me them birds. Oh, I didn't even go over there. Did I? No, I didn't. Well, what the heck. Let's do it. How am I going to make it down there easily? Yeah, so I hope it doesn't... I kind of want to get all new horses. Even though, like, of course, like I said, horses are more obsolete than ever in this game. Just because there's so many quick ways to get around. That's why, honestly, like, I thought it would be a huge bummer to not have wind bombs. But it's just so dang easy to get around. Once you get, you know, a few sky islands under your belt, you just warp up and you can dive wherever you want. Or the Skyview towers. Is that what they're called? I think so. So, yeah. It's really not a huge hindrance. I would still love to be able to do a wind bomb, just because they're pretty cool. I don't want to mess with y'alls. Bro, what did you just cut down a bush? Oh. Okay, you just got an... Oh, he's got a bow too. No, I don't want to do that. Man, I keep forgetting, like, how quickly they attack. Pay attention. I saw something pop up in chat. I'm not going to respond just yet. Is it weird to say I yahaha out loud every time I get a Korok? No, that's not weird at all. Look at my streams where I got all the Korok seeds, and I do it over at least 50% of the time. Actually, I try to predict what noise they're going to make afterwards, because sometimes it's yeah, sometimes it's yep. So yeah. Or I'll do like the da-da-da-da that plays when you do a thing. I just, like, if you haven't figured this out already, I sing and hum everything in this world. So, it's nothing new. Look at that ridiculous item. Or weapon. Thick stick broadsword. I love the owl chests. Love it. Alright, so we got that. And I'm very sidetracked. This is where the birds are, right? They were up there. Whatever, I think I'm just gonna go back there. I remember one of my high school band directors, Mr. Duarte, showed up for one of these streams back when I first did it. Kind of weird, but funny. That was such a train wreck. Ah, my camera. Such a train wreck in high school band. Like, some of it was really solid, but just the fact that, like, thank you, Kyle. Just the fact that we had 3 different ones in my 4 years there. And COVID certainly didn't help. But, like, choir was kind of a mess during COVID, but at least we had, like, such a strong program and a consistent regimen. Well, not really, honestly. The regimen itself changed, but the director was the same. Ugh, my God, I hate this. Come on. And I did more research last night on how to fix this camera issue, and it does not appear like... It would have to be something either specific to Logitech, which I don't think they have any programs that are going to work with my outdated OS. That's the problem. Is like, I would need OS 12 or something. I'm still running 10.11, which is El Capitan from like 2016. It's a long story. So it would be something specific to Logitech, or like if you're using it on Zoom or like Microsoft Teams, you can go and change a setting in the actual software. But Elgato, at least the one that I'm running, does not give me any such option that I've detected. So it's just annoying, man. But here we are. We're back here. Oh, and it does. I can tell me changing that setting. It's so much more contrasty. Yeah, it's a Logitech 1080p something or other. It's just a basic webcam. I don't know the exact number, but it's purely just for face cam purposes, of course. I used to like do this wretched thing, like when I did my Breath of the Wild speedrun, and for other like reaction videos I've done. It's typically me using my phone to record a separate face cam, and then I have to line it all up in post. Link! Which is, needless to say, very cumbersome. My camera on my PC is Logi 720. Yeah. I mean, I think this stream is outputting to 720, so the fact that it's 1080 is kind of superfluous. Yeah, Logitech's great. My speakers are Logitech. My mouse is Logitech. I'm looking around. I have a lot of Logitech things. Josie recommended it to me. Yeah. What do you use a webcam for, Kate? Playing Roblox with your friends? Maybe I should have gotten a Stanima, since we are trying to get the Master Sword pretty soon. I guess that can wait. I use their keyboard and mouse. Yeah, my keyboard is... I forget the brand, but it's got like a bull or a buffalo on it or something. It's pretty sleek, like metal, backlit, colored keyboard. I finally replaced mine, or I think I gave it... Kate, do you still have my old keyboard? It was just getting kind of nasty, and it was... The main reason it was too loud, which I really like loud and clicky, but Kindle, when she's trying to sleep and I'm trying to type, it gets annoying. I use it when I'm calling my friends because I want to have my camera on while talking to them. Wait, what? Oh, I guess I couldn't have gotten stamina since I need... Oh, you swapped, you loser? Oh, there we go, Link. Push it. I use my camera. Okay, cool. For what? But no, needless to say, that other system that I used was incredibly cumbersome because for whatever reason, I think it's OBS. When I do recordings on OBS, I just told you. Oh yeah, you're right. Thanks for reading. It's kind of wild, bro. Like,
receiving their blessings. You have mitigated some of the corruption's effects.
Like, think about how much Link went through leading up to his pretty much death in Breath of the Wild, where he had to be put in the hibernation.
I am so happy that we finally met.
You are just as Zelda said. Is that what he says?
You are exactly
Oh,
as Zelda said.
exactly. I knew that sort of line was coming. That's a pretty awesome line. Oh, this music.
I've done everything I can for her. Now it is up to you.
Thank you, Ghost Goat. He doesn't actually die. Kate, you just need to finish that game and look at all the memories. He pretty much dies. He fights like a bajillion guardians, without a shield, by the way, stupid. And he kicks a lot of them to the ground, but then he eventually succumbs and he passes out. He's basically going to die, and then Zelda... There's this whole thing, and she puts him in the Shrine of Resurrection for 100 years. That's why he's sleeping 100 years, because he needs to recover, and he wakes up in Breath of the Wild. The end. But, like, think about all that it took to bring Link down. And then, basically, in this game, it was just one little strike from Ganondorf. That's how powerful he is, bro. Look at that. Now, just knowing that there's a giant ship in there... It's probably right around there. Can you see it? Is that what I'm seeing? No, I don't think so. No, that's the top of like the Rito Rock or something. But look, there's a ship in there, y'all. That is so cool. It just blows my mind, man. Look at how awesome that looks. And I love these big floating spheres. It's one of my favorite things. I don't know what that is. Forgot. Oh yeah. Oh my god, dude. I should just stop freaking out about stuff, but look. Oh. I'm gonna leave in a second and join back later. Okay. I don't understand why he doesn't use shields in cutscenes. I know. That's why somebody in a YouTube short pointed that out, that in all of those memories... And at the beginning of this game, he has no shield, which is ridiculous.
This altar is considered the most holy place in the temple, and it is where we give offerings as part of our prayers for a bountiful, peaceful world. I have heard ancient legends that it could interact with a sacred power, allowing travel back and forth through time. Though,
Okay.
how this was done is a mystery to me.
Somehow Palpatine returned. I watched that short. Yeah. I mean, look, whatever. It's contrived. I think they just wanted him to look cool. But he does use the Master Sword with two hands in a couple of those memories, which is weird to me. It's always been a one-handed sword. Although realistically, like, no actual sword would be shaped like that. It'd be the worst sword to use. The blade is so thick. I mean, it would be so heavy. This is awesome. Yes. There he goes. She caught it. Oh, and just knowing like when this takes place, like like Zelda fully knows. She knows what she's gonna have to do. That's when she finds this. It's heartbreaking. Oh, that looks so good. She's almost crying. Look at her. It's so sad. Did Link see that? Yeah, there you go. And I think when I first saw this, I thought it was maybe Rauru. I thought that was like a Raru dragon. Nice. Thank you, dragon.
Link, you must find me.
See, like, a lot of people said that the fact that you see the dragon, you see Zelda, then you see the dragon, then you hear her say, "You must find me," is like a dead giveaway that she is the dragon. I don't think most people would just put two and two together. Maybe I'm just stupid. I certainly didn't. I thought Raru had turned into the dragon. Because he's kind of got that snout, and like, power of light, light dragon, just kind of made sense, but, you know. Well, actually, I didn't even think I knew that it was called the light dragon yet. Because you have to take a picture of it to know that. Link, you must find me. Shut up, Kate. I have a life-size foam master sword, spelled F-O-M-E. So do I. Oh my gosh, guys, look at this crap. I love it. Where are we gonna go? I don't care. Whee! Gotta land in the lake, gotta land in the lake. And we're gonna walk to Lookout Landing. Holy jeez, dude. Oh, this is it. I should have made it daytime. This is also pretty cool. I can see all the geoglyphs, yes! No, I'm not jumping into the volcano. I'm remembering everything now. Sorry if you're hearing weird noises. I was about to say, it better not be thundering on my first touchdown onto the surface. What a buzzkill that would be. But here we go, guys. Splash. Here we are, y'all. Is that might be Kakariko right there. Remember those rings. Alright, y'all. Let's go. Where are we now? We are in Hyrule Kingdom. And the world is our oyster. Oh my gosh. Yes, I know from that height it would feel like concrete. Okay. Suspend disbelief. Alright. We're on the surface now. And here's where we are intended to go. So that's where we shall go. But if we need to make a few stops along the way, we surely can. Who is that? But we need a paraglider, guys. That is a must. Hello there. What do you got there? Apples? First Bokoblin, and now he's dead. There we go. Thank you for that. Badly damaged. Well, you know what? Let's make a wheel sword. How about that? Or maybe a board sword. It's already badly damaged? Get out of here, then. Nobody wants you. Board Guster. I like the Skyview Towers much more than the old ones. I don't know. I really do like the old ones. The placement, the aesthetic. I don't know. I'm very partial to those. I grew attached to them. But I also do like the Skyview Towers. I just like that they're different. It gives you a different division of the map, sort of feel for the world. Vantage points, you know, all that. Oh, is that the light dragon? Can't tell from here. But there's just so much to look at. Like that. It's gorgeous, man. I just can't even believe it. Should we take on this camp here? I ain't got no weapon. Yes, I do. I just don't have one equipped. I don't really want to waste it. Where did I get that? A sword with a bow on it. I didn't do that. Oh, do, do. Can I? Don't do that. Bruh. Hey, that was rude. Got a Sunderlion. Alright, I'm gonna come up here. Well, I don't know why you would put a bow on a sword, but they did it. Can't carry any more of that. Ooh-ay-oh. Yeah, there we go. There goes that. Okay, can we... whoa, don't do that. Yeah, I guess I'll just drop one of them. Oops. See, that's what I hate. It's just so inconvenient. It is useful when you're like on the fly. You drop it and you do it like in the middle of battle. Like you don't even pick it up. You just stick it right on your thing. Sounded wrong. But when you know when you're depositing something from your inventory and then you put it on, it's a little annoying. I don't know if y'all know about this, but you can take a shield like this one, fuse it with a bomb barrel, and go into the sky like that. And I don't have a paraglider, so I forgot about that. Fish skewer. That was way too much hearts for me at this time. Still not killing any foxes. That's not how we roll. So how much damage is that? That's 8. I mean, it's not great, but at this point it's better than anything else I have. Bokoblin Ripa. Do they have the same amount of health? I forget I don't think there's any clothing. We're at the ranch ruins, look at that. That lets you see enemy health in this game, which is absurd. Like, the Champion's Tunic doesn't do it. I was all excited to get that, because I was like, oh, finally I can see enemy health. Nope. It's a bloopy, guys. And he dropped 2 green rupees. Thank you for that. Don't be scared, Fox. We got a cave here. Whoa, no thank you. What the? Oh, we got Horriblin already? Oh, they're weak. Rock Sledge, nice. Hey, that's also going to be pretty useful. I think Nintendo messed up by not giving constructs their own unique weapon. Yeah, I can see that. I know they're really going for the, I have $25 to my name, I'm rich. Well, that's, okay, when did you get that? Sticky Lizard, I forgot about them. Oh, it's all coming back. I love it. Yeah, they were going for the thing where, like, their actual body parts are going to be, like, your weapons that you use, which I actually really do like that. Like, I do miss the system in Breath of the Wild a little bit, where, like, every class of enemy had, like, their own weapons that they kind of built themselves. And, like, it just added more, like, world building and character to the enemies. Like, the Bokoblin's weapons were super, and Moblin's, they were all, like, super rough and crude. And then, like, the Lionels were super polished and deadly and all that. Lizalfos were also pretty crude, but they actually could use metal. They could smith metal. Not very well, but still better than the Bokoblins. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna drop the... yeah, that. Yeah, they do have unique weapons in Breath of the Wild. But I think in this game they might... I actually forget. I don't entirely remember. But I think all the enemies kind of just use, yeah, like random things stuck to other things. And that's like their weapons. What the... That is not what I did. Why would you think I wanted to put my pin on a random blade of grass? Huh? I ask you that. Oh, I could have ascended to the top of this thing. Okay, I'm leaving now. Bye. No, don't leave. Okay. Bye, Kate. Thanks for joining. I'll be back again someday. They have construct spears and stuff. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of shrines around here. My gosh. I don't know how many we're gonna do on stream. I might, guys, I mean... Oh, we got a boss right there. I might break some rules that I established before and, like, do some stuff off-screen. I kind of wanted it to be entirely a stream thing. If I do anything off-stream, it'll just be purely getting shrines and stuff. Of course, any main quest will be on stream. And even, like, major... anything else. Side quest or anything. And I'll still do some shrine stuff on stream. Make no mistake. Oh, come on. Where's a muddle bud when you need it? Okay. I wish I could just see how much health they had. Are you serious? That was so stupid. Whoa. I didn't see where that rock was going. I wish they could damage their own enemies with their weapons. Bruh, come on now. Don't be doing this. Headshot! What is your deal? Alright, you mess with the wrong Link. Oh gosh, I almost died there. Okay, you're dead. Thank you. Dang, this is a lot of fire happening. Don't hit me with that. Miss me with that rock. Ugh. They got quite a bit of health here. More than the other guys, anyways. Break that. No. What should I... I'm gonna hit you with this. It's not doing that much damage. I just need to be careful here, because I'm not terribly far away from death, especially if he's grabbing that. Okay. I think maybe they can, actually. They can damage each other. Ugh. Come on. There we go. He's so big. Nice. 10. Now the silver ones have really strong horns, I think, but that's still gonna be far better than what I'm using now. See, like, look at this. I'm gonna get rid of this. Let's take this and fuse it with this. There we go, 16. Not too bad. Again, it's not spectacular, but you can see how just pretty quickly you can. That's the thing. It's like in Breath of the Wild, especially Master Mode. Like early on in the game, you're not really doing too well for killing, you know, enemies like blue bokoblins, because they still only have like the most middling of weapons. Like the basic. A lot of their weapons didn't level up, which is good, I guess, if you know, if you're talking just damage. Oops. Like, you know, I'm gonna actually do this. Like, they're not gonna damage you as much, but the downside is that, like, it's just not worth it at all to try and kill them, because you get less than what you put in. Whereas in this game, I feel like you're always better to. Are you able to dupe? I've never tried a duplication glitch. I don't know. That's not what I'm interested in, really. I just want to play it legitimately. We got some horses over there. They're all black. What's up with that? Oh, I'm already hearing the Lookout Landing music. I love it. Let's go, y'all. I think we'll try and get through this like Hyrule Castle nonsense where they make you go over there. Once we finish that, we'll probably end it off for today. Link, Mr. Link! That's an interesting style of you. Pura barely slept. A new face. What about that? Oh, here we got an outfit we could buy. I'll have no ruppies. Except 2. So I'll have to sell some as soon as possible. I don't believe it. Who are you? Scorpus? Oh yeah, I forgot all their weapons are all rotted. Speaking of raw, we got Robbie. Look at him, man. Look at him. Why did the Sheikah all shrink? Like half their height when they get old. It's weird. Alright, we gotta go see Purah real quick. We gotta get that paraglider. Pose, pose, pose. Don't have any yet. Sorry. Alright, let's go ahead and ascend here. It's crazy how much some of it's just coming back to me as I go, even though I haven't played this section like literally since I first did. The swordsman? Come on. Use my full title. not gonna say anything.
Okay. Now where have you been?
Except, dang.
Linky, you're not a ghost,
Peak
are you?
Pura design.
Hey. That looks interesting.
So let me get this right.
Phew. One step at a time. What exactly happened?
Actually, I saw another video that says that Pura should have been, I think it might have actually been Skitty's video, said that Pura should have been, oops, my stream says weird.
So when you and Princess
Whoa.
Zelda go beneath Hyrule Castle,
What's going on here?
you discover a mysterious mummy which suddenly reanimates.
Not this again.
Then Zelda falls into a fissure and vanishes. That must have been when the castle rose and the ruins fell. Then, later, you wake up on a sky island, saved by the arm that was stuck to the mummy. You get the Pura pad from an unusual creature, and learn that your new arm belonged to someone named Rob.
Kyle says, do you agree they made over attractive? You mean they made Pura over attractive?
You hear the princess's
No.
voice.
No, I don't think so.
Find your way here.
I don't think it's, I know. I'm cool with it. Because why not?
What? What?
Kyle, is everything going on where my software's saying it's poor connection, but it still looks like it's running fine. Yo, why did you retract your message? It's alright, just own it, man. Dum, bum, bum. The Mummy. Come on, y'all.
Yes.
Yes. Do you agree they made Pura over attractive? Oh, you're just correcting yourself? Nah, like I said, I'm cool with it. Josha, what are you doing? It keeps lagging. Yeah. I'm hoping it's just a momentary hiccup. Okay, it says excellent again. I hope y'all didn't lose too much there. Just Kyle, if you'll just keep me posted if anything's weird happening, because I'm trying to keep this going smooth. Now look, guys, what do you say? What do you say that we just completely... Well, let me wait till I get to him. I forget exactly where he is. Maybe you know where I'm going with this. Let me just look around here. My gosh, it's beautiful. What do you say we completely ignore this dish rag for our entire playthrough? Any complaints? Do I hear any complaints? No? Okay, good. Because I'll be damned if I'm going to do all that for a couple mushroom risottos and at the very end of it all, a paraglider cloth. No. Alright, we're going to do this shrine. I'm going to go do the castle thing. And my camera's bad. It's always something, isn't it? Okay. Combat training. Ooh, is this one with the really cool theme that I love? He kind of sucks, to be honest. Yeah, no. Yeah, absolutely. Ooh, look at how cool that looks, bro. I know a guy, actually one of the camp assistants at this camp I'm working at, fellow camp assistant, that's also what I am. His name is Addison. He's a really cool guy. So, you know. And it's a somewhat androgynous name, which is cool. But I hate that guy. I hate the one in this game. That's another complaint that I fully agree with. Why is he there? And again, it's like, whatever, you can just ignore him, and the reward is not worth it. So, like, it's easy to ignore, and whatever. Hello? Oh, backflip. but just the fact that they put him there. Why? Like, you just don't. There's plenty of content already. You don't need that. Like, one is cool, maybe two, and make them different. It's ridiculous. Like, it's moments like that, along with Hestu's gift, that make me like, somebody at Nintendo's having a laugh. Like, I honestly don't know if there's another explanation. Wait, what did you tell me to do? Sorry. Ah, probably that. There we go. Build up your power. Okay. There we go. I don't think he had a horn though. That's a bummer. Your mastery of these techniques. A lot of the complaints in Skitty's video were directed towards the shrines as well, and the fact that they're worse than Breath of the Wild's, and I don't know, they're very different. I will be consciously sort of observing what I think about them on a second playthrough, because honestly, a lot of them are pretty hazy to me as far as remembering specific moments. So I can't really speak on that just yet. I remember liking most of them. And yeah, there's like a lot of them you can really easily cheese, but to be fair, you could do that with Breath of the Wild as well. Alright, so that one does really well with the Zonai devices. I remember really liking those. Let's get rid of that, don't need that. I like the shrines more than Breath of the Wild. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's just a very like subjective thing. It just depends on what you like, you know? And like, Breath of the Wild was plenty guilty of some really like some shrines that were just kind of like, come on, like what is this? I'm trying to think off the top of my head, like, I don't know. I mean, I get the gimmick and I think it is cool, but anything where you're doing this, tilting the maze around, doing the thing, that's awful. Like, it's fun. I'm glad they're there because it's just kind of the type of thing that you love to hate and hate to love. But it's like, yeah, I don't think those are great shrines. And then like all the blessing shrines, which there's plenty of those in this game as well. But Breath of the Wild did that too. Yeah, I don't know. I'll be observant. The maze sucked so bad. Yeah, there's a way to cheat. It's pretty bad though. Here we go, Rauru, what you got? Oh, this is Zelda now. I forgot, we're on the surface.
I have heard the castle gate is the product of Sheikah wisdom and Goron engineering. Father always said it would never fall, and he was technically correct. It is the only part of the castle that remains unblemished.
Yeah, and everything else around it was obliterated. Yeah, that's kind of funny that, like, well, not funny, it's kind of devastating that they spent all this time on an impenetrable gate, and the real threat came from within. Who are you? Rosano. See, they know who I am. This is a joke, right? Yes, it's a joke. Isn't it funny that you're bleeding out? You gave up? Really? I mean, it's not that hard. I mean, you just tilt the ball into the thing. It's just annoying. But if you turn the whole thing upside down, it's completely flat, and you just roll the ball across. That's my little cheat. You're welcome. I got all the shrines multiple times on, I think, at least 2 different playthroughs. Is that right? Yeah. And then all the Korok seeds only on 1 playthrough. Never again. Shars. Look at their faces just look so much more sharp. Okay. Wait. Okay, fine. I hate when they black out the screen. Like, why do you need to do that? Captain Hawes. First gatehouse up at the end of this road. Okay. I love the more somber, like, quieter theme that uses the motifs from the Hyrule Castle theme from Breath of the Wild. Those little piano riffs. I also like the horn and armor redesigns. Oh, for the enemies? Yeah, that's another interesting thing. Like, that was, people were freaking out about that, myself included, because all the trailers that showed, like, the familiar enemies with these weird-looking horns. Ugh, Eudes? You're very strange looking. I am Link, you dingus. Yes, really. Yeah. Anyone else here besides dear old Kyle? There we got a drumstick. Look at this. I just gotta take it in for a sec, y'all. And just so you know, just gonna throw it out there, we are not going to go to the Rito area first, like I did last time. That's definitely where the game pushes you to go. I haven't decided what our first one's gonna be. But it's not gonna be that, because that's what I did first on my first playthrough. I kinda like to take the beaten path on my first playthrough of anything. Just, you know, just taking the game's suggestion. Uh-oh. That was a mistake. We'll figure it out. I'm leaning towards Goron or... Honestly, Goron or Desert. I mean, the Desert's really good, and it's pretty difficult. So that could be a challenge to do first. Oh, we got a chasm here. What you doing, Flavia? My favorite horn design was the silver Lionel horn. Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? Both of them. Like the blunt one, I forget what it's called, that looked like antlers, you know? Yeah. Seeing a chasm... Hey, Chasm! That's the name of my third album. We're going to be seeing that word a lot. I think that's part of the reason why I chose that name. Plus, I liked it. Okay. Now, where's Haas? Oh, first gatehouse. Okay, that's right. Alright, is it what you got, Zelda? Ugh.
The first gatehouse is the outermost point of entry to Hyrule Castle. While the ramparts themselves are crumbling in many places, the towers appear to have endured. This seems like an excellent place to store the materials we will need as we work to restore the castle.
Oh, no, I love that. Like, that's why the materials are here. I love that world building, man. It's so great. Can we make a pepper ladle? We have to. I don't have a... I do have a pepper. Come on, Link, get off there. Oops. Oh, yeah. Wait. Pepper Club. Hey, that's a club. Yeah, they're super cool. Alright, we're gonna keep this pepper spoon for a while. What's up? Perpin. Yep, the weapons are all rotted. It's not a new face. Yeah, it's another weird thing. Like, why does nobody remember Link? He should literally be a celebrity by now. He did save the world, after all. It's very strange. But anyways. Oh, look at that. That's pretty good. Captain One Reaper. Those are most of my weapons, I think. Oh, the sound went for a sec. Is it back now? Sorry about that. Most of my weapons in my fully fleshed out file right now are just Zonai weapons with Zonai parts on it, because they're just, when you get like Captain 4 sticks or the Lionel things, oh man, it's so good. Or the ones that do crazy damage are the ones that actually get buffed when they get wet. There's a couple weapons like that. And then you get in the water and it's insane. Need more spears. Okay, let's find Mr. Haas, who I actually met in my Breath of the Wild streams. Just met him at a stable, and I was like, oh wait, I remember you from the future. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, these memories from Zelda, or voice notes, are taking place after Breath of the Wild, I think. So it's going to be an interesting, different perspective. Before they were like 100 years ago, and now they are current. Sawtooth. You guys are all named very weirdly. Here we go. Here. Ah. Sorry, but I'm in the middle of something. Bro, you left a perfectly good sword right there. Did I? I mean, I didn't... It was rotten. I didn't want it. What a relief. Gloom. I think that's the first name drop of Gloom. Oh, we got Mario here. What's up, Mario? Yeah. Creepy, creepy, creep. And float up like an angel. Very weird, isn't it? Very strange. Wait, what? You saw that too, Link? That was strange. Why would you leave without? Okay, I'm done. Oh, that weird voice made me excited for Tomodachi Life 2, actually. It's a weird little tangent, but man, that's gonna be... I played the crap out of Tomodachi Life, bro. I still check in with it every year or two or so. I thought Zelda said glue. Oh, maybe... Yeah, she did. No, you're right, you're right. Okay, so I guess... Yeah... Okay. So we'd have to go back to Lookout Landing here. Alright. Then maybe that's the last thing we'll do here. I think you can get the paraglider just by doing the Skyview thing, and she'll give it to you. So let's end the stream when we get the paraglider. How about that? Not like immediately. I'll do a little outro. They're like, oh, paraglider, bye. No, I wouldn't do that. No, 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 no. Kyononis. Central square. How about central triangle or octagon? More nuts. Those acorns look huge, bro. It's weird thinking that the first chasm was in Breath of the Wild. What do you mean by that? You mean Master Koga's hole? We've talked at length about that. I mean, he did. Now, in retrospect, we know that that was a chasm. And he went down to the depths. But is there another one I'm forgetting about? I mean, yeah, there's a lot of stuff in retrospect that are cool about going back to Breath of the Wild, knowing what's to come. Just knowing that Ganondorf's chilling under there the whole time. Calamity Ganon is really just like, you know, the tendrils of the main source, whatever that means. He's like the leaves, and Ganondorf is the roots. Cut off the leaves, but them roots are still there. That's the analogy I should have gone with. Ooh, don't want that. I love the tree branches are different, like for different trees. It makes sense, right? But I don't think they had that. There's the Purapad. Blah, blah, blah. I wanted to learn about Pura. Camera. I don't have that. Right? No, I don't have it. I have that. Why would they put the map on the wheel? It's just weird. Just need to fill a slot. Yeah, no amiibos. That's another rule. Unless I'm forgetting that there's like some... I didn't even end up using Wolf Link or Epona in my other streams, so I don't think I'll use any amiibos at all. Skyview Towers?
This is one of the Skyview Towers that Pura designed to aid in the restoration of Hyrule. Though it is not quite finished, we have Hudson Construction to thank for how quickly it is coming along. Now, if only Pura could have similar success finding any volunteers to use the paraglider to survey the land from above.
Oh, I gotcha. I gotcha. Well, why didn't Link do it when she was making those voice notes? What? You're telling me? What? Upheaval. Y'all, I'm telling you, the upheaval is crazy. You're back? Well, Kate, I'm about to end this in a few minutes, so it's been long enough, I think. What did you miss? Well, I went to the castle and saw Zelda float up into some light and disappear. At least we think it's Zelda. I'm gonna get the paraglider and then end the stream, Kate. Thank you, Hudson, for all this stuff. I'm getting a little tired, guys. I've been neglecting sleep for the past few nights. I said last night after the stream was failing, like, oh, I'll be able to get to bed at a reasonable hour. And I think I went to bed after midnight and then woke up at 5:45. That's not gonna fly anymore. Well, I guess it will, but I don't want to do that. Oh, you checked out the channel, Kate, of the cats? Yeah. You should go to Mubs. Yeah, no, I mean, I just want to do it. Except I want it to be day. Can I make it day? Why can't I just sleep by this fire? Some random little torch there. But I do have some flint, right? Yeah. I guess I don't really need it, but... Thank you for telling me. I haven't posted in like a year or something. Yeah. Need to get back on that, Kate. Giving high me up. Lookout landing, Skyview Tower. Hey Pura, you've been here all night. I'm sorry about that. What you doing there, girl? Just touching it? Alright, that's cool. What goes where? You're just touching a flat piece of rock. Man, Age of Imprisonment's gonna be sick. Thank you, Joshua. See, there's what looks to be Sheikah tech, so it's not all gone. That looks very shiny. Yeah, I think these are Sheikah tech. It's just also Hudson's put his own little touch on it. How many years after does Tears of the Kingdom take place? I don't think it's specifically said. It's at least a few, though. I mean, we don't know how quickly Rito age, but Tulin is very much older. I mean, he's still a young child, but he's not like a baby. Zelda and Link have seemingly lived together for several years. I mean, they've done quite a bit to the world. So a few years. I would maybe 5 years, you know, something like that. Pura aged herself up with experiments, so you can't go based on her age. I think she's like supposed to be 20 at this point. So yeah. Age of Imprisonment is the sequel to Age of Calamity, or it's the new like Hyrule Warriors game that's taking place during the imprisoning war timeline. So when Rauru and Sonia and Zelda are all running around doing their thing, and it should come out holiday of this year, I think. All right, let's do this. And I'm pumped for it because it looks like it runs so well. If we're to believe the footage they've shown, based on everything else we've seen the Switch 2 doing. You haven't heard about that? You didn't watch the Switch 2 Direct? You gotta go watch that, man. Or at least watch the trailer for Age of Imprisonment. It looks pretty sick. Compare that to how Age of Calamity runs, which, again, I loved that game. Put 100 and... how many? Oh, I think it deleted my time, actually. But the game has an internal timer that tells you how much you played. So I think it's like 130 hours or something. Or more. I honestly don't know. And that's the paraglider. So I guess we'll have to do this Skyview thing, and then we'll end it off here. Dun, dun, dun. Let's go. Ah, what? No. You know, they probably, just executed all the guardians and harvested their legs for these towers. Are you going to stream Age of Imprisonment? I don't know. I'll probably stream, like, my first experience with it. That'll be way later in the year. Well, I don't even know what I'll be doing at that point. I may or may not be graduated already, so I don't know what I'll be doing. Oh my gosh, bro. Look at this. I think that's just going to be my reaction every time I do something like this. Here we go. Surface map. Look at this, guys. So again, this is going to be your... And again, now we can use the slate while gliding, something I tried to do in Breath of the Wild and forgot that you couldn't do it. But now you can. Very convenient. I'm pretty sure it slows your descent somehow. Or does it freeze it altogether? No. I think you're still descending. Yes, you are, but very slowly, as you can see on the coordinates. But anyways, guys, I love this. So this is how we're going to be getting around for the most part, just finding a sky island or a tower and gliding to where you want to go. So can we nail it? Can we get back in this hole? No, I think they would just die, actually. Alright. Well, guys, we done did that. And here we are, guys. We've made some good progress. And now, I forget exactly what Per is going to tell us next. But it's probably going to be something about, hey, go check out the 4 places. So I reckon next stream we'll start making our way towards one of them places. I'll do some thinking. It's going to be either Death Mountain or the I can't even think right now, the desert. Probably Death Mountain. I'm thinking tentatively Death Mountain, Desert, Zora, and Rito. I know that might be a weird order, especially since the Rito one is easiest, but nothing can top that experience